Welcome back to our very channel. This one is coming from Victory Voice TV. We are here again with another Obenge news. No wonder Omahi is calling Peter Obi His Excellency after they stole his mandate. Please, if they want this Nigeria to continue, they should just return that mandate they stole. Because Peter Obi is capable. You need to hear him out from Arise TV. Peter Obi has data in his head. Peter Obi is intelligent. Peter Obi is strong. Peter Obi is pure. Peter Obi is ready to work. Peter Obi is ready to revive Nigeria. They should better return this mandate. I just can't but stop here so that you will listen to Peter Obi yourself, clarifying a lot of issues, dual citizenship, and then why he said that he will start recovering Nigeria from the north, and all those questions. In fact, he is so loaded. Let's hear him out.
Also, another question being raised about whether you are a dual citizen. As you said, you lived in London for a long time. I mean, do you have dual nationality, either British, American, or elsewhere? Because I was reading somewhere that you were conferred with the honorary citizenship of Dallas, Texas in 2022.
Charles, you know what that means. It means nothing.
Yeah.
Even one of the presidential candidates said that it means nothing. It just shows that, okay, well, if you come into this city, you're welcome. It doesn't even give you a visa. If you apply for a visa, it can't even help you for your visa application. It means nothing. Charles, I've never applied.
Right.
And I will never apply for citizenship of any other country.
Yeah, but
I'm in Nigeria.
Right.
But I live in Nigeria. I lived in the UK for a period of about 12 years. I had a permanent stay.
So you were a permanent resident in the UK?
But I had indefinite stay.
Right. Okay.
Which means I can stay there for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But when I left the UK in 2025, I went back to them and said, take your stay. I'm no longer having, and I go to the UK with visa.
And also to clarify the fact that even if you were a permanent resident, that doesn't make you a citizen of that.
Well, I'm just telling you that even that stay, I returned it.
Right.
I've never applied, and I will never, as long as I live.
Right.
My family knows this, everybody knows that I was born in Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian. God created me in Nigeria. He would have made me an American, or a Japanese, or a British. But since he made it that I'm a Nigerian, I will want to live and die in Nigeria.
Nevertheless, Asari Dokubo, who is a well-known person from Rivers State, says he can prove that you are a citizen of the Solomon Islands, and that the conditions for buying property there is that you must be a citizen. What's your reaction? Do you own property there?
One, I don't know where is Solomon Island. I've never been such a place in my life. I don't know. I've never been there. I've no reason to go there. Few places I've gone in the Caribbean, places like Haiti. I was in Haiti when they had the earthquake. I was a governor then. Everybody who is close to me knows that I've been to most troubled places in the world. So when there was earthquake in Haiti, I went to President Jonathan. He's still there. I said, Mr. President, I'm going to Haiti. They had an earthquake. I want to go and help them to rebuild. He was even surprised. He said, Peter, why? I said, that's what I've done all my life. I've been to most troubled parts of the world. As I'm speaking to you, Mr. President, I've withdrawn my son from school. We're going there to Haiti. And I went there. The High Commissioner then will tell you, I even met some police officers from Nigeria who were there, will tell you. I even traveled with some of the people who, Bob Manuel, who used to be one of the actors. He saw me and said, I'm going to this place to help them rebuild. And I helped them to raise money then, over $200,000. So I've been to Haiti. and I've been to Barbados. So other than that, I can't remember. I don't know where Solomon Islands, Charles.
Right.
I've never been there. I don't own a property anywhere outside Nigeria, except in the UK, where I lived.
Yes.
Other than that, any other place that there's a property in the name of Peter Obi, it is fake. It doesn't exist, and I don't need it. Why would I own a property where I don't live?
Well, I'm glad you clarified that point, but I'm afraid there are other things that need clarification. The Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, recently called for your arrest, accusing you of treason. Do you see any links between your activities lately and any treasonable offenses?
Charles is height of rascality. Height of rascality. And it was even announced in Washington. I committed a treasonable offense, and I'm in Onitsha. And my minister went to announce it in Washington. That's what I'm talking about. We're not talking about wasting governance here. People don't want to understand. The amount it costs Nigeria for him to go and announce that in Washington can fix, I can tell you, I've been in government, can build a block of 6 classrooms in a primary school. I'm sure if you go to his village, there's so many places where children don't even have desk or classroom to go to school. And instead of using that money to go and do it, he used that money to go to Washington to announce of treason of somebody who isn't on a chat. He doesn't need to do that. It is rascality of the highest order. These are the reason why we want a new Nigeria where things work the way it works in other clime. From there he went to London, announcing the same thing. Well, I'm in Nigeria. He should have come to see me or invite me and said this is the offense. How did we get here?
Yeah, that's a good question, but I'm afraid it will remain a rhetorical question at the moment. Some of your followers, just moving on from that, who are known as Obidient, have recently engaged in a sort of caustic exchange of words with Professor Wale Soyinka, the Nobel laureate, and he said that they simply don't accept any form of criticism. And I think it was around the time when he made the comments about fascism and your deputy, Yusuf Baba Dati Ahmed. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, Charles Prof is a respected, revered personality in Nigeria and globally. And I've always respected him. And he's a dear father to me. And for me, I was very, very sad that there was such a change. Some of the obedience, I must tell you, or people they've, mentioned, or the obedience, are not entirely people who are with us. The oppositions have also come into it and are using it at times.
You mean other opposition?
Other opposition parties.
Right.
But that is not to worry about. But I was very sad there was such a change between a respected father and but you have to understand this. These young people are people who have been so deprived by supposedly a system that is supposed to care for them. They've been pushed to the wall. Even me, Charles, the way they even react when I say things, but I could see their pain. I could feel it. Because I live in the same system, Charles, that they are living in. I said it in Enugu 2 days ago. I said, listen, I lived in this town. I went to JL in Enugu as a student, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and paid 2,600 and something naira for a a Volkswagen car. And within 2 years, Umano Motors in Nsukka sold a 505 to me at 2,700 naira, at 6,800 and something naira in the same country. I remember Ozumano telling me that they have too many orders from so many lecturers, so my own will be delayed. If you go and see people like Professor Wala, my lecturer then, they are driving new cars. It's some society where we lived, everything was working. All of a sudden, these young fellows now live in what you can consider a war situation. So at times, there's issues. I will make my own comment in it that Prof remains a revered father, and I'll keep respecting him for that. And of course, the young Obedients, I feel for them. I wish we can see what they're seeing. I wish we can feel what they're feeling. The pain, chance that go around these young people, there's nothing the society is offering them.
Well, it's not just
even when they try to do it on their own.
Yeah.
This is a place where if you carry... Today, you're moving around with laptop. You are arrested. And labels all sorts of names. This is a place where people are thrown into jail for even making comments. These are places where people, all sorts of things are meted on these people. When people who have stolen billions of countries' money, done worse things, are moving around, being celebrated, being used as an example to them.
Well, on the back of what you're telling us, today is, of course, Labor Day or Workers' Day, and Nigeria marks the day amid rising unemployment, which kind of relates to the people that you're talking about, because a lot of the people who are most affected by unemployment are young people, and many of them are part of the Obidient movement. What is your message about that?
Well, Charles, what message can you give them? Which country of our size that you know today is going through what we're going? We have almost 40% unemployment and 65% youth unemployment. When you talk about 1 to 3 million people being grouped as multidimensional poor, huge percentage of these are young people in their productive age, doing nothing without knowing where the next meal will come from. And nobody cares about them. And that's what is happening everywhere. And again, if I try to say something, you will even see where I said, I will start fighting poverty from the north. And people say, oh no, he's insulting people from the north. Even when Nigerian Bureau of Statistics said that out of this 1.3 million people, 86 million is from the north. And I say that's where we have vast or cultivated land, and I believe that we can make more money from agriculture than we're making from oil. And the only way to put this out of poverty is to invest in these resources and invest in them and everything. So for me, I feel for them.
So that's how you think we should start reducing unemployment, is it? Through agriculture as a first step, or what is your what are your thoughts on unemployment?
You got to move the country from consumption to production. And then you start, the basic thing is agriculture, and you move it into manufacturing. and into exports. The country is not doing anything. The country is not producing anything. The population is increasing. You're not doing anything. Just as a simple thing, and I can just give you a simple example. In 2012, we are about 162. 2011, we are about 162 million. Our export is about $130 billion. Today, 2021, we're already over 200 million. We're about 210 million. Our export was about 47 billion. So can you imagine, in 2011, we're about 130. In 2021, we're about 47. When our population moved from about 162 to 2010. In 2012, our export was about $145 billion. In 2020, as at that time, we were about 167 million in 2012. In 2022, we are at about 213 million. Our export last year, if I look at Nigerian bread statistics, is about 26.8 trillion, which if you convert it with 445 official rate, it's actually about 60 billion. So we couldn't even do half of where we were in 2012. What does it show? You're not doing anything. We have here an average container importation, just using container, not even using the containerized goods. We are now above 1 million. I think it's about, what I read last time, it's about 1.5 million approximately. Charles, several of these, up to 70 or 80%, go back empty. No other country. If you decide today that you have 1.5 million containers coming into Nigeria, and all of them must go back with some form of export, put it on average of about $20,000 per container going back with goods. That's $30 billion. So if, for example, 50% of this goes back empty, you lost $15 billion for a country that needs.
I really do hope you followed us to this very point and you find out that Peter Obi is the person that God has ordained to do something good for Nigeria. That is if they really want. But they don't want. So the best approach now is divide Nigeria to save lives. Because the level of bombardment of Boko Haram you will see next, there will be no remedy for that. The level of unemployment, the level of theft, the level of crying and poverty, and bad things that will happen to Nigeria moving forward. If this stolen mandate is not recovered, people will regret ever being part of this country. You understand? So please do like our video, share, and subscribe to the channel. God bless you.